Well, let's bring in senior international correspondent Fred Pleitgen, who joins us now from Tehran. And Fred, no doubt President Obama will sleep a little easier now that the campaign to derail the nuclear agreement is all but over. There must also be quite a few people in Iran that are relieved.
Yeah, there certainly are. I think a lot of people here in Iran are going to sleep a lot easier knowing that this deal is going to come through as well. However, Lynda, the public response so far to what went down in Congress over the past couple of days has been fairly muted, at least as far as the official side is concerned. There is no doubt that the vast majority of the people here in Iran certainly support the nuclear agreement. Of course, first and foremost, looking towards sanctions relief and especially foreign direct investment coming into Iran, hoping to jumpstart this country's economy. But at the same time, there are some hardliners here in this country who are very powerful politically, who feel that Iran did not get a fair deal in all of this. They feel that the Iranians gave up too much. You're talking especially about the conservative clerics. You're also talking, though, about many people on the upper echelons of the military who wanted to get more relief as far as being able to purchase new weapon systems is concerned. So the deal, as controversial as it is in America, also does have its critics here in Iran as well. So what you've seen here is that you do have people who support the deal very much, but certainly the response to what happened in Congress has been quite muted. But I do believe that people here, the vast majority of them, are also looking more optimistically now than they probably were a couple of days ago.
And Fred, the victory, if you can call it that, in Congress comes not long after Iran's Grand Ayatollah warned there would be no Israel in 25 years. We know, of course, some of the conditions of this agreement will remain in place for 25 years, and then it ends. What should we make of those comments?
Well, look, I think one of the things that we have to keep in mind is that Iran, just like the U.S. and pretty much every other country, is a country that has politics. And the politics here in Iran are very tough. They're very fractured, and they are actually quite divided as well. So if you look at those kind of comments from the supreme leader, most of that will be to assure his own constituency that there is not going to be a major policy shift. It's interesting because he said two things. On the one hand, he made those Israel comments. On the other hand, he also said that to him, the United States is still the great Satan, and that there would be no negotiations with the U.S. Over any other issues except the nuclear agreement. That's not really what we've been hearing from some Iranian officials. We have been hearing from some people in the foreign ministry, also in the parliament as well, is that they believe that simply the fact that the U.S. and Iran talked to each other directly for such an extended period of time could also open the path for talks in other areas as well. You're talking, of course, first and foremost about fighting terrorism, about the war in Syria, about the battle against ISIS. So those are things where at least the two sides have started talking again. If you look at the comments from the supreme leader, his main constituency is really the hardline conservatives here in this country. And as we've said, they are the ones who feel that maybe the country hasn't gotten enough out of the nuclear agreement, and they certainly want to be reassured that there are not going to be any major policy shifts going forward, at least in the near-term future, Lynda.
Okay, some good analysis there. Fred Pleitgen in Tehran, thank you.